Welcome to the Lone Machinist podcast, the podcast where it's just you, your tools, and the work. No team, no backup. I'm Jamie from JSpec Engineering, and every episode we're tackling the highs and lows of flying solo in the machining world.
And I'm Curt from Confounded Machine, here to chat about everything it takes to make it as a one-man show in the shop. From grinding and turning to the struggles of running a one-person operation, we're sharing the stories, the tricks, and the challenges that come with going it alone.
If you're out there in the shop grinding away by yourself, or just thinking about taking a solo plunge, this show's for you.
So throw in your ear protection and let's talk about life behind the machine.
Good morning, Curt. How are you doing this fine day?
I'm doing fantastic. How you doing, Master Jamie?
Yeah, I'm carrying on. Had a day.
Did
It's a Monday,
it end well?
Yeah, it was okay. It was a Monday, so all over the show. Spent a good 2 hours sanding a mold.
Okay. One of the big aluminum mold you're working on?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it finished. But the sanding is brutal. So yeah, just busy polishing up the mold. I did that while Danica pressed together torque splits with the stupid things. And then we were, 12 parts short of the 1,000-part order. After we had a minor incident on Friday, I was 12 parts short. So she had to go buy me a collet quickly. And that's it's a 35 minute drive there, 35-minute drive back. So yeah, while she did that, I was doing admin stuff this morning.
So are we going to bury the lead, or are you going to tell us what your minor incident was?
I made a fancy walking stick out of 20 millimeter BMS.
I love that. I love that descriptor for it.
Dude, it looks like a walking stick. It's all curvy. So I re-retrofitted Bertha a little while ago. And when I did so, I didn't tie in the alarms or the fault states from the closed loop stepper drivers. Because in the past, I've had them tied in, and with a bit of electrical noise, they trigger erroneously. So the drive's still fine, but it'll throw an error state, and then you lose your position, and you've got to go through and reset your X and Z position because it's a stepper-driven machine, and the home switches aren't great. It's off by like a good amount, like 0.2, 0.3. So it was. I'd also over-tightened my gib to try to take out a little bit of wobble I was having on the table, and since I did that. It's been a little sketchy. So I've been running it at 90% rapids, and then it's fine. It doesn't usually alarm out. And it was had run 200 parts on Friday, and it went up to do the part off. So the part off is the full distance of the travel, from one end to the other.
Okay.
Just it's how the tools are laid out and how the clearances all work. It goes from the tool furthest to the tool furthest the other side. And it got just short of the part off. The drive faltered, the Z moved around, pretended to part off, and then pretended to move to the stopper, unclamped the spindle, and put pressure on the feeder, and just fed out like 600 millimeters of bar at 2,000 RPM.
Oh, no.
So it came out, they got caught in the collet, and shit whipped itself. Put a ding on the corner of the X-axis table. The gang plate got a couple dings. I lost a coolant line and I lost a collet. Didn't even break a tool.
What? That's a pretty good outcome for what that is.
It really is. No, it really is. So I was on the other side of the workshop on the LK, and I hear this delightful sound. So I scramble around the corner, and by that point, the machine had realized something was wrong. But I e-stopped it, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm done for today. I think I have enough parts. Screw this noise, I'm done. Just e-stopped it, powered it off. Danica came out, she's like, are you okay? She's like, she thought I died. She was like, are you okay? Because she heard it, she felt it in the house.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
It's like a good 2 kilos of material getting shit whipped around at 2,000 RPM. So yeah, the moral of the story is, connect all the safety things. So what I ended up actually doing was running them through a relay. So it goes through relay, and that relay switches I/O for the limit switches of the X and Z axis. So if the limit switch trips, it disables the machine, but also stops whatever the fuck's going on. So that's now implemented. And then Somehow I managed to turn the speed way past where it should have been. So then the drives were faulting. So I dropped them down to 69 millimeters per second.
Nice.
And then, yeah, obviously. And then today I dropped the Z axis down a little bit further. It was still
Okay.
throwing an error every now and again. So I was like, okay, no, screw this. Drop the acceleration a little bit, drop the max speed a bit, and it ran 150-ish parts today. I'm busy with
Nice.
another
Okay.
job on it now, yeah. So I'm busy with the next job, and it's running.
Yeah.
It's running pretty well. So yeah,
Oh shit. Yeah.
not all that bad. Like, could have been way worse.
I mean, yeah, like could have been infinitely worse, especially if you were
Yeah.
just like happened to. I mean, if you were around, you probably would have gotten out of the way once you saw the giant rod come up. But
Once
like,
I saw the
ugh,
door coming towards me, I probably would have moved. Didn't even knock the door off. Quite surprised.
really?
Yeah, like as far as there's no ding in the door. It kept it pretty tightly whipping, but yeah, that's now my walking stick. I took it to one customer today when I dropped off the torque bits. I'm like, hey dude, check out, I made a walking stick.
Oh yeah,
But
it's
yeah, the collets
lathes are
are like
terrifying.
$60 a collet, so it's a bit annoying, but is what it is.
I mean, roasted a call. At least you didn't just
At
absolutely
least I didn't stuff
obliterate
the spindle
everything.
up or something
Totally.
else. Like, yeah, although
Totally.
that thing you could probably hit the spindle with a sledgehammer and the spindle would just shake it off. It is so
Yeah.
overbuilt, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
know
was exciting, very exciting.
lathes have so much energy in them.
Yeah.
There is so much energy. Even like I had my little tag. I had a bar whip on a 3/8 piece of stainless out the back
Yeah.
end. I didn't have the back end supported enough, and it whipped, and it just clipped my finger. And I was like, if this is like a little quarter horsepower machine, like
little toy machine, yeah.
and it would if it would have hit my finger properly, it would have easily broke my finger. And it's just like. And that's tiny. Like you now upsize it, 100-fold. It's like, oh.
So I've had that with the MCO, and that I can only put a 0.5 meter bar on. I had to do something that was like 600 and something mils long. And it was small diameter. I think it must have been like 8 millimeter. And I actually was holding the bar while it was spinning with a glove so that
Sure,
it wouldn't
of course, yeah.
pick up an oscillation because I was literally facing the end of a bar off. Like,
Right,
it was a stupid thing. And I just hold the bar so it doesn't start a vibration. Like, super safe. Like, obviously. You can tell I own the workshop because I do dumb shit like this. Would never condone a staff member doing shit like this.
Put a glove on next time so it doesn't burn your hand. That's even better.
Well, yeah. No, the problem is when the glove grips, it rips you in.
No, that's what I mean. And put wedding rings on too. Like wedding
that
rings
helps,
inside
yes.
your glove. Yeah. Just everything. Make it
nothing
horrible.
like a bit of, sleeving. Or sheathing.
Or degloving.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I've taken to Robert Koning my lathe, my toy lathe. The chucky sticking out the top, and I push the e-stop. I'm like, haha,
nice.
Let's annoy some people. But yeah, other than that, the week was quite fun. Although, do you watch Doctor Who?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
quick
sorry.
Context. No, it's fine. Quick context. Peter Capaldi's run. He's a bit of a darker doctor, and he introduces his companion as, this is my carer. She cares, so I don't have to.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Apparently Danica is my carer. She censored the after show from last week. She got a little upset with me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what part you had to censor.
The beginning when we were discussing the Titan video.
Oh.
It was more about what I had to say about the guy presenting it. But anyway, yeah, she censored me hard on that one. But anyway, so what's Skunkworks? Tell me more. Because that book is now in my library. My library grew a little bit over the weekend or over the last week.
I've had a few people mention it to me, and obviously, like, I've loved the SR-71 is my favorite spy plane that was ever made. I mean, today it's still a fantastic piece of engineering, and I knew that book was a little bit about it. I know it's not centered around it, but it's about the stealth. It's about the B-1. It's about the Blackbird. And the first half of the book is kind of like a lot of like political and business around the Skunk Works, which is still interesting. Just owning a business is still interesting to hear about that. But now I'm in the middle of the book. They had kind of just like a big section on the Blackbird and about like titanium and stuff like that. And it's really interesting. I'm really enjoying it now. I kind of had to struggle through the first third of it or so, but now there were still like little pockets of really interesting parts, but I like the technical aspects, less of the business. But anyways, they talked a whole bunch about titanium and like all the weird issues they were having. And it's kind of blowing my mind because I was driving in my Jeep, listening to a bit of this book and hearing about titanium and hearing about like all the because at that time it was like a fairly exotic new material they were working with,
Yeah.
and they're like they were having all kinds of weird issues of like certain they would use these are no spoilers because it's a very small part of the book, but like they were using like a little marker on titanium, but it had like what was it not chlorine based like but chemical base of sorts,
Yeah.
and it was eating away at the titanium and just like little things that they didn't understand, like bolts were snapping off because of like cadmium plated wrenches they were using, and just like things were just like it was so cool to like hear about this and being like, hey, I machine titanium in my like little shop, and it's just like it's cool to know like it's just cool to know the whole aspect of it, like
Yeah.
these people building planes and having all these issues, and like now that we understand a lot of it, like we don't put certain things in our coolant because we know it destroys things, and like it's just kind of cool. I don't know, I found it really interesting.
Yeah, that's on my to listen to list.
Yeah, I would say it's a list. It's a good listen if you're into the world of machining. It's still cool to listen to. I'm only halfway through, so
I got a few books from a mutual friend. Not going to shout out exactly who it was because they're very much borrowed from the internet. But I now have all the books, like 50 gigs of books.
Sick.
Yeah, and in getting that, I re-listened to Project Hail Mary. I finished this morning.
Yeah.
It was really good the
idea.
second time. We went to pick up Danica's family from the airport yesterday, and we went in my truck to their house, picked up their car. Then both of us went to the airport because it's her brother and his whole family and their dogs and all their freaking luggage. So we just threw all the luggage on my truck, and then Danica and I went back, and I was listening to Project Hail Mary. And then after we left her brother's, as we're getting to the off ramp, my favorite line of the book. Fist me.
Nice.
Danica just looks at me like, what the fuck? But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed
bit.
listening to it a second time. I've got Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy loaded up now, but that's only like 5 hours.
Yeah, you know what? And so many people like throw praise at Hitchhikers. I didn't care for it. I listened to it and I'm like, it's good, but like it wasn't
the
my favorite.
The movie really apparently didn't do it justice, so I'll give it a listen and see. But yeah, I've finished Artemis as well, because I think last time we spoke, I was almost at the end of it. Yeah, that was really good. Encouraged my sister-in-law to listen to it and use some of the things that happened there to my nephews, because they are loud as hell.
Okay.
Yeah, towards the end, where the whole moon goes to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I was like, do that to my nephews. They're noisy as hell. But yeah, they were busy as hell yesterday when we got back. You would think they'd be tired from a 4-hour plane flight. No.
Yeah.
They were super excited to be home. So yeah, they had been in Madagascar for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, fun.
Living their best lives. But yeah, anyway, back to the machining things. Yeah, I've got.
Okay. So pick one of yours. Let's see. Let's go with. I want to hear about the why you can't go back without a fourth axis.
Yeah, no, I can't. For I have been converted to the land of fourth axis. It's magic. I don't know if you saw my story this week with the part for the Zlin that I was making.
I don't think so. No, I kind of just spaced out all weekend.
No, that's fine. So I made this part last time, and it was 7 operations. So 1 op in the lathe to bore out the block, then 1 op for each end. So I made out of round. It's a inverted oil pickup for a Zlin aerobatic plane. Hang on.
Okay, we talked about that
we
sure.
We did speak about this. Yeah. Anyway, so this time I did it on the 4th axis, and it was super freaking easy.
Oh, sick, cool.
So I need to get myself a Lang style plate for my 4th axis, because the anchor point that's on there is not rigid enough. I know it's not rigid enough. This is not news to me. So I want to get a Lang style 96 mil so I can actually put the anchor points on there still. But I'm trying to find a reasonably brass one. But yeah, it's great. Like, I love it. I've got plans afoot to hold things and rotate them, because it's just super convenient to be able to hit all the sides really easily.
Yeah, and you're still using it just purely indexing.
Yeah. So I'm waiting.
So that's
I
awesome.
emailed to get updates on the quotes on the 4th axis and then the 5-axis trunnion as well.
Nice.
I want to know. I want to know how poor that's going to make me.
I will also send you my whole install guide of how to install a drive, and not that you're going to probably do, like, you'll probably just get somebody to come out and do it, but I'll send you all the data anyway. So
please do, because I'm very curious. Yeah, I might just do that.
if they sell you all the cables and everything, it's trivial. The only annoying part is
Yeah.
getting all the drives to talk to each other. But you have a bit more experience in that than I do. So
Yeah, I've
you
played
should
with Siemens
be able
before. And also I
to-
can just phone them and say, hey guys, I have an issue here. Send your hand round,
Mhm.
please. And he'll come round and install that shit in a hot second.
Yeah.
There is a Siemens software unlock you need for it, though,
Yeah. You got to buy.
for an additional access, yeah. But that's
Yeah,
not there at all. Can't find a price on that. Been looking around, cannot find an actual, I want to know how much it costs.
I don't know either. I don't
They
know.
don't disclose that. So yeah, I'm going to see what the cost on a fourth is and what the cost on a 5-axis trunnion is. I'm kind of curious. Because it would be cool. Would be really cool. Like there's a bunch of stuff. Like life would be easy, just wee with the 5-axis.
Yeah.
But yeah, then it becomes the whole challenge of programming it. Like it's
totally.
It was last week's Lean Built, where Andrew Henry was saying, he was chatting to Yeti Man and his wife, and they were saying, yeah, it's not just about getting the new 5-axis in and woo, no, it's get the new 5-axis in and then figure out how to program the thing and actually be efficient at running it, because they run Matsuras, and it's not just put it on your floor and run, it's put it on your floor and then figure your shit out to make it work reliably and get your processes all dialed in. But yeah, I want to put a Lang plate, so I'm trying to find a reasonably priced one. I got all the silver CNC. I might just get one of theirs.
I've honestly heard good things. I've heard good things about those. A lot of guys that I know run them, and they're so inexpensive. And I was like,
they're not too bad. Because I want to make I want to be able to put on a tombstone or put on a L plate with an anchor point that I can then pivot sideways and things like that. But yeah, that thing is really sweet. I like it. And pretty rigid.
Cool.
Like I was running out of rigidity from the anchor point more than from the unit itself.
Like the rigidity between like whatever plate you have, like the anchor point coupling, or the way the anchor point was coupled
is
to
the anchor point is the weak point. Like I watched it pull out on the one drilling up because I was a little bit violent.
Okay.
But we're at that point we were probably 105 inches, 125 mils from the contact plane, and I'm pushing a 8.5 drill at a vigorous speed out here.
Okay.
So there's a lot of leverage involved.
Yeah, you're just honking on that with that the BT30, so that's totally understandable.
Yeah, it's only about 300 pounds of retention force. So, but then I did all the Torx fixtures, the new Torx fixtures, and those I went to town on. Like there was no rigidity issues there. Just hogging out the reliefs and then drilling and thread milling the side holes, and that worked.
Yeah, those are big too.
Well, yeah,
those are way bigger than I thought they'd be. Like they're
85 millimeters long and 108 millimeters in diameter.
Yeah, I was gonna say about half a loaf of bread. Yeah,
yeah, it's a couple bananas long. They're pretty chunky. I need to place an order with the not powder coaters, laser cutters. I designed a rack for anchor point pallets that you can screw to the wall and then just click them in and have all your pallets racked on the wall, because I've got a shitload of pallets and storage is becoming a bit of an issue for them.
Nice.
So yeah, busy being fancy. But so tell me about your Spinnimatron that never used to Spinnimatron and now Spinnimatrons.
Oh, you mean my feature creep thing? That's, I think, feature creep me into a corner where I don't So I sent like these. You know what? If it wasn't for the psychopaths out there, I probably would, because I have this little fidget thing, and like whenever you hold it, you always want to do this. You always want to spin it. And you can kind of spin it. And I was going to put little pips on it so you could just balance it between your fingers, and it would just spin on, like kind of just how
point contact.
Point contact. But I'm like, that's a cop out. So I started designing. So I bored a hole through it, and I started to see like how small of a bearing can I buy. So I bought these little bastards, and these are little 3 millimeter bearings.
Jeez.
3 millimeter bore. 3x7 by 3,
wow.
I think. So I can stack two. Yeah, I can stack 2 of them in there, so I can squeeze them, so I can get a little bit of like axial stability as opposed to just one bearing. But yeah, jamming all that inside like a 1/4 inch, or I'm now mixing units. Jamming all that inside like a 9 millimeter, 8 millimeter tube is it's getting
challenge.
All the parts got really small, so the axle is going to be 3 millimeter, and then it's
Uh,
I'll open it here.
you
Actually,
can get
if you're
2 millimeter ID bearings, just by the way.
oh yeah, I know I can get smaller. I just
Yeah,
wanted to make the axle
drone
as
motor bearings as beefy as possible.
yeah, so that I'm not so yeah, if people are watching this, you can see the copious crap that's going on
Fucking hell,
inside
dude.
this little thing. Like there's two bearings in there. There's kind of it's going to be a C clip. It's going to be things that squish it together. There's
Just
yeah.
cop out and put a ball bearing in each end, so you have
I
point
was going
contact
to
on each end.
I just don't want to make it thicker. Like I want to make it
Okay. Well, the ball
not
only
any
has to
thicker
stick
than
out a little bit, just
yeah.
enough to give
Yeah.
point contact.
I know, but like people want to spin it and have it like zzz, like have it
Yeah,
spinning.
fair enough. Put a
So and I
bronze
was like, you
bush.
know what? Yeah, you know what? A bronze bush and a little bit of lube in there would probably be just fine, but
Yeah,
whatever. I'll put bearings because it'll sound cooler. And so yeah, anyways. And then of course I
feature
couldn't be
release.
normal. I found like stupid ABEC 1 bearings and I was like, I'll just use those, whatever. And then I thought about it and I'm like, I'm not using ABEC 1s. The spec is way out of line. Like then I'm gonna be annoyed because I'm not gonna be able to put pins in it. So I bought ABEC 7s, which are like a way higher tolerance, but way more expensive. And I'm just like, what am I doing? Like this project is so much money and I don't even know if it's gonna work. But
Uh,
like whatever.
yeah, no, that's brilliant. Feature keep
Thank
creeping it to the nth
well,
degree.
thankfully the interest is super high. So it's like
Yeah,
I'm spending a ton of money on it, but I know I can recoup it like instantly. So that's like a huge
yeah,
positive. So I can't bitch. But it's fun. This will be one of the smallest things I've ever machined. So yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. I like this kind of stuff. I like the dorky
yeah.
intricacies of this kind of
You
stuff.
like a
So
challenge?
well, and I was gonna make the pin out of titanium. I was like, I'll turn down some titanium because I'm like, what am I doing? And that kind of leads into my second point of McMaster is
Yes.
like I believe in the Holy Church of McMaster. Like it is. I was like, you know what? Instead of making these pins, I'm gonna buy dowel pins. So
Yeah,
I can buy dowel pins, like stainless dowel pins. And then I'm like, I can buy instead of machining a stupid little like it's essentially a pin with like a big donut in the middle. Instead of machining a donut, I can use a C clip, and then I can get an exact precision C clip to whatever thickness I want. And it's like you can get
yeah,
whatever you want. Like
yeah. No, you
it's
are so spoiled.
fantastic. It's like I can get it tomorrow. I order it now
Yeah,
and it'll be here tomorrow. Like we're so spoiled. And Canada didn't have McMaster for a long time. I remember when I was building robots back in the day, all the Americans would have it and I would be like, "Oh, I wish I had your access." And then we got it and I'm like, "Oh, I
and
see.
now
I
I'm
see why
poor.
this is." Oh, 100%. Yeah, the shipping is insane, the price is insane, but
Yeah,
you want it? We got it. It's like there's
that.
value in that for sure.
No, McMaster's really cool. I'm trying to think. There's one or two similar things, yeah, but they hot garbage by comparison. Like if I'm
Yeah, and
looking
I
for
mean,
fasteners, I get hold of one of my friends who does fasteners, and he gets really good pricing and can pretty much source anything I want.
yeah.
No, like
Yeah.
I need to actually buy grub screws tomorrow. It's on the list of to dos
Well,
because
and
I
that's
know I
also
have
what
to keep a list.
I say what also snowballed in that stupid thing is that 3 millimeter shaft. I have to put screws in each end of it because I have to
Yeah,
fasten this thing together. And then I'm like, I'll just use my screws that I put so much work into building, and then they're too big. So now I have to go down to like a 180 or a 172 screw, and I'm just like, oh, this is never ending.
yeah, no, you
So
are. Yeah, that's a very very deep rabbit hole you're on your way down.
I like it. It's fun. Yeah. So
Yeah, no,
anyway,
that's.
so if people want to know what the progress is, it's just me and tears and thinking, but it's going to be cool, I think, or it's not going to work at all, and I'll throw it in the garbage, and we'll just never speak of it again.
Hopefully not with the amount of effort you've put into it.
Yeah, I've burnt more money doing dumber things, so whatever.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
I get to machine 700 Dutchman squeeze box reeds.
That's a lot.
It is. It's going to
Are
be
those
super
all the ones?
pleasant.
Are they like all different sizes too?
I got the guy to sort them into their different sizes for me.
Oh, what a gentleman.
So,
Cool.
yeah,
Okay.
no, dude, he's getting a fucking killer deal on it. So I'm like, please sort them out before you bring them to me. So they've come in Ziploc bags in each different size. And then there's a set I have to keep separate because they are a different grade and they sound better or some shit. So I'm going to set up, I'm going to make a second fixture, and then I will literally take one little bank baggie, two little bank baggies that will both fit on the pallets at the same time, empty them into a little tub, load and go. Have one pallet that I'm reloading while the other one runs, and then just plow through them. And it's probably in the region of about 5 hours work to get it all done. 5 or 6 hours work.
Okay, well,
So
that's
it's
not
not
torturous.
No, it's not too bad. Audiobook and carry on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Tomorrow I get to rigid tap 300 parts with a 6-second
Ooh.
cycle time.
Oh,
It's the
well, that
best.
sounds like, yeah, that sounds heinous.
Yeah, it literally takes me 40 minutes. So I stand there, I definitely have the door of my machine closed. I put a
Of course.
divider up so I don't get splashed, and then just mill a pocket instead of jaws. And the machine, full rapid, comes in, thread, rigid taps at 2000 RPM, rigid taps out, thing comes over, I loosen, slap a new one in, tighten, hit go, and it just back and forth. Every, I think,
Nice.
6 seconds or so, we get a new part out of the machine. It's fucking stupid
Cool.
fast. But yeah,
Cool.
that's chasing down stuff for month end, getting jobs out of the to-do list.
Yeah.
Like that's what's
Yeah,
running
fair.
now in Bertha. So I was tweaking stuff today, adjusting the drilling because I was just plowing in and drilling with a 20 millimeter center drill.
Ooh, that's chunky.
Yeah, high speed steel, big ass center drill. I need a 16 millimeter chamfer, so I just bought a 20 mil chamfer drill, and I just plow in with that, and then I drill the hole for the threads, and then it gets parted off. And that was making a shaving that was so thick it was getting between my stopper and the part. So I ended up changing it to just do it like hand coded it to do a chip break. So it feeds in, backs out 0.2, feeds, backs out, and just makes short chips. So I was just optimizing that. But the new collet I bought runs a lot truer than the old one. I think it also helps that the material is actually 20 millimeters, not 19.9, and they want the finished part to be 19.85. So the last couple batches, we've had it where it hasn't cleaned up in one of the sections, and now so far so good. Everything's cleaned up, taking 0.15 off, so it's at least running nicely. Wow. Yeah, so I died Danica running the bandsaw because they cut the material to 1 meter like idiots. They meant to cut it to 750, so because my bar feeder is 750 long, and they didn't ask, they just cut. So now I've got 250, which Danica gets to load and run 4 parts, and then 750, which runs 14 parts. But yeah, that's tomorrow morning's endeavor, is getting that job finished.
It's exciting.
Yeah. I've got Tufnell coming in again as well. Yay.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm going to have to build a Pearson rig to be able to lift my 4th axis out because I need my full table. So I've got a plan afoot. I ended up not annoying the internet.
Aw. Oh, yeah. You're in the same problem I have. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just easier to put it to the same as your machine. But all the brothers have them on the other side, interestingly. Also, Justin Gray says it goes on the left. It's not up for debate. And I would have liked it on the left.
How is he? Right. I don't know. He's a lathe aficionado.
Why does he want it on the left, and the brothers all go on the left.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Okay,
all the brothers put it on the left. Even if I buy a trunnion, I want it on the left of my machine, not on the right because I'm creepy. But yeah, I made myself Pearson smart plate out of material I had kicking around to shift my 4th out of the envelope a bit, and then I have clearance to the point that it knocks the washdown hose out of the way when it homes.
That's getting
clearance is clearance. Yeah, nothing's touching.
No doubt.
So I need to make the little bar because mine doesn't have a roof, my machine. So I've got to make a steel bar across the top that I can winch it up against.
How do you mean? Like you don't have a roof? Like is it enclosed or is it just like?
It's enclosed. It just doesn't have a roof. I've put what's that shit called? Corex or.
Oh, okay. Chloroplast.
Yeah, I put Coroplast on the roof just to stop splatter. So I'm going to go buy a piece of, I'll just go to the metal place and literally go see what they've got laying around as offcuts. But I'll probably just buy 2 pieces of square bar and then bolt them together with spacers so that I can just run the cable over the spacers. Make one of the spacers into a pulley.
I mean, not having a roof is almost an advantage there because you can just yank it right out of the machine if you wanted to. Like, as opposed to having
I'm just going to jack it up to the high up in the machine that's out of the way.
Although you don't run a freaking telephone booth little machine like me. Like you have room. Like you could probably hide in the corner of your machine. Yeah.
I could stand in there while at machines and I've got space. Like, my feet would get wet, but that's on the list of shit to do is to actually climb in my machine and clean the spindle fan on the top of the spindle motor because that is a tad grimy. So I want to get in there and pull it off at some point and just do a bit
Yeah.
of preventative maintenance.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. So, what did you think of those parts I sent you a picture of today? Oh,
Those are
yes. For all
pretty.
those listening, I'll post a picture of them tomorrow on Instagram. Well, today when the podcast comes out. I'll post so you can
They
see what we're talking about.
they kind of look like, for just people listening right now, they kind of look like fancy brake levers
They
in
look like
like,
Lego pieces.
or Lego piece. Yeah, Lego
Yeah.
Technic. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, Roger learned to design things. Every single one of them had a design issue. We had M3 by 0.2 holes, which were meant to be M3 by 0.5. We had holes that weren't there. We had threaded holes that interfaced with threaded holes, but in the model there's a bolt going through them. So yeah, there were lots
Ooh.
of retarded things designed in SolidWorks using the hole tool, which is the problem. Anyway, I updated all the drawings and made all of them on Sunday. Yeah, it was quite fun. Everyone, most of them had a second op, but some of them
Yeah,
I managed to do in one op.
I was looking at this. I'm like, I think most of these are going to be 2 op, because I thought we'd be talking about that. And I was like, oh, they're kind of interesting. Some of them, like, you could probably
Yeah,
get them
so
like 2 ops, but yeah.
most of them were done backside chamfer slitting saw off, and then it was just hold it sideways and mill the slot and put the threaded hole through the big ones. And then there's one little fucking square one that I had to hold on end and put an M3 thread into the end of it.
Oh, cool.
But all in all, like, not super complicated, just a little bit tedious to program and set up. So I made 2 sets of them.
Are they all brass?
Yeah, they're all brass. The brass,
Okay,
they're getting
yeah.
shit soldered into them, connectors, and it's the power distribution for a UAV of some sort.
Oh, weird. Oh, those are
It's
power
the
distribution bars?
Yeah, it's bus bars. It's the bus bars
Ah,
for all the molds that I've been making for that craft.
interesting. They're
Yeah.
freaking fancy bus bars.
So they've got 3 XT60s that are being used not in the normal sense because they're using both pins on each one for something like they bridged. And then it goes
Okay.
to what looks like other bullet connectors that things plug into. I don't know.
Sick. Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, that's cool.
not my circus, not my clowns.
Sure, yeah.
I just make the bits and bobs for them. But it
Oh,
was
cool.
lots of fun. I've actually got a note. So I bought a chalk marker. I think it's a chalk marker. Anyway, it's a freaking Koki that just writes in chalk to write on the window of my machine. Like, now I've got a note. T tool is used because I broke my tool 2 when I threw one of the pieces because I wasn't holding it properly. And brass
Sure.
is a little more bitey than aluminium.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I threw in an old tool because I'm just using my 6mm for roughing. So I didn't want to put a brand new tool in and then potentially stuff up the edge. So now I've got a note written on the door, and I had a note written for the last week. G57 is broken. I accidentally reset the Z on my G57. Luckily, I have it backed up in G157, or no, G557. In my extended offsets is the back anchor point, spin, and Z height, and the Z heights are 3 microns off, so it's fine. I can just jog to there and then reset it.
Clever. Yeah,
Also,
clever.
I figured out how to access the extended work offsets in Fusion.
Oh, okay.
Because currently the G154 is the center of rotation in X and Z of my 4th axis, and then X I set according to the job.
Sure. Yeah.
So that I set as 154, and that is offset 14, I think. I don't know. I put the code, see what it puts, and then adjust accordingly. But yeah, I figured out how to access those. Yeah, I figured out how to to spit out the codes I actually want, because I do tend to program stuff on weird offsets occasionally.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, that is my plan with the 4 anchor points on the table. Is it's G57, G157, G257, and G357. That when I output code, I can output using the Fusion it's the multiple work offsets, and then I set the spacing at whatever 10 or 8 or whatever it is, and it will just spit out to all the correct work offsets. Yeah, because both of our controllers have a shitload of offsets.
Yeah, like more than same thing. I use a lot of them just for backups of like, okay, this is same thing, like 56, and I'll throw it way down the list, or
I actually need to move I need to move my warm up program onto like one of the high numbers, because I'd like to use 58 for something else. Like that's just old habits from when I ran a Fanuc machine, and I only had 54 through 59. So then, like 59 was dedicated to my warm up cycle. That it was in the morning. It was always just set at the middle of the travels, turn the machine on, hit go, and it could warm up.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
even my Linux CNC setup is the same because that's also only got a couple offsets.
Did you know that Fanuc is what is it? Is it Fuji?
Fuji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Where did we hear that?
I just recently I came across it and I can't remember where, but I know it's somewhere where we're all
Yeah, it was
rubbing
on the
shoulders.
Insta Machinist community. I saw it somewhere on Instagram.
Oh, you know who it was? He runs he's got robots, ton of Fanuc machines. I can't remember now. Sorry. Whoever's listening to this. Sure, yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyways.
It was very Fujitsu Universal Numerical Control or something. Yeah.
Something I didn't know that. I was like, oh,
yeah, neither did I.
Okay, this makes sense. Yeah,
because that's old school. Yeah, Fanuc.
Oh yeah.
Like it works. Like the built-in roughing cycles in there are something else. Like when you get your head around them, I see the value in it. If you are hand coding something, it makes perfect sense. In the modern day and age, we have CAD and CAM, but I understand why they exist.
Well, like it kind of reminds me of. It reminds me in school, like when we were programming on like Motorola chipsets and programming everything in assembler and like beautiful because it's like one cycle, one like boom. But like you want to make efficient code, program in assembly. You want to kill yourself, program in assembly because it's like it's heinous to you. Like you just want to do simple math. Good luck. Like okay, load accumulator, unload accumulators. Like it's a lot of operations as opposed to just nowadays. Like sum these numbers, boom, one line of code. You can do it crazy. Anyways, just it kind of reminded me of that.
ChatGPT, sum these numbers.
Totally, yeah. It's like
Danica was swearing at ChatGPT on Wednesday because we did the buttons for the quiz night, and we were trying to implement a code change, and then it works, but the colors are wrong. But she doesn't know that RGB LEDs can be addressed RGB or GRB, so the colors are fucking wrong. So then it was working, but now she's trying to get it to put different colors. And I'm like, you should have just asked. I would have told you it's on one of the lines. You just have to change that. It's which LED is being addressed in which order. And the only reason I know that is from drone racing when my indicators on my drone were the wrong colors. That's how I learned that. And like the amount of stuff you take for granted. Like I had someone ask me to teach them Fusion. And I'm like, please just go pay for the Fusion 360 for makers from I Like to Make Stuff. Just go do his course, please, because it covers the basics. I'm not going to teach you the basics. I'm going to assume you know what I know in the CAD realm, and I'm just teaching you how to use the interface. I'm not teaching you the fundamentals of parametric modeling.
Totally. Yeah.
And I used AutoCAD today.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fucking horrid. I'm used to Fusion now. Now, I remember when I started with Fusion, I hated it because it wasn't like AutoCAD, and I had to do some AutoCAD stuff today, and it was horrible. I also managed to lose all my lasers presets in Lightburn.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I turned on my PC, was adjusting the screen, and then it shut the bed. So I killed the power, and then it was giving me a memory alarm, so the memory. Turned it back on, and then Lightburn's like, hey, we have no setups for you. So I had to go and find the piece of paper that has my fiber lasers scaling and settings on it, written on it by hand by a Chinaman. Had to find that so I could get my fiber laser working. Still haven't got my CO2 working again. And I'm now going to make backups of my configs. Because I didn't have backups of my fucking configs. It was a little annoying.
That's how backups usually come about. It's like once you get roasted once, you're like, okay, now I'll make. You get roasted twice or 3 times and then you do it.
That PC was built 14 years ago.
Okay, so it's ripe for a little bit of a.
Just before I moved up to Johannesburg, I built that PC. And that was my gaming rig for many years. And it's a tad outdated. Still overpowered for running a freaking laser. The reason I stopped using it is because it didn't support the CPU, didn't support the new anti-cheats for playing online.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a AMD Phenom X6. So it just straight up wasn't supported because it was a bit of a niche CPU. But yeah, it's got 12 gigs of RAM. It does the job. Danica's trying to get me to put my old screen on there so it's got a decent screen. for running the lasers. It's got a square screen, and she hates it.
Yeah, fair.
But
Yeah.
that's a her problem. Oh yeah, did you know you can make airtight 3D prints relatively easily?
Tell me, because I actually, weirdly enough, just tried to 3D print something that was airtight. I ended up covering it in silicone. But tell me your secrets.
6 perimeters. End of
Okay,
story.
okay, that's what I. Okay,
So I needed
I
a butt plug for the rotary for the fourth axis.
Sure.
So I could pass air
sure.
through for the anchor point. So I
Yeah,
literally printed 6 sidewalls, tap in a drill, threaded, screwed in my fittings, and it's airtight.
Beautiful.
Just out of PLA,
Nice.
but I think I do over extrude just a little bit as my preset on my printer. I tend to over extrude a bit because I'm looking for strength, not for prettiness. So yeah, airtight, like same time. Didn't even have to try. And then I put an O-ring on it and rammed it into the thing's butthole. And now I have a pass through for air so that I can unclamp, because that's the anchor point with no airport on the side.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Also, I was chatting to Ben from Black Fox today. The green one is going to head their way.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, he was like, fucking he'll pay for shipping. I'm like, okay, fucking one time. I don't mind.
Oh, cool.
Like, it was either going to go on my machine or his. Like, I'm like, listen, it's missing one of its feet. Please point that towards the back of your machine so no one sees it. But yeah, I'm going to send that off. I'm actually waiting FedEx. I love FedEx to bits, as in I want to hack them into little pieces. No, as far as bringing stuff into South Africa, they're fucking great. Out of all the anchor points that I've sent out, we've had no issues until EJ's French flag.
Oh no!
It's been missing since the 10th.
Oh no!
Yeah,
like
so he's
totally off the books, or
stuck in Memphis, or fuck knows.
That happens.
So he reached out and has done a claim with them. So we will see what happens there. I reached out today to the shipping guys, like, hey, what the fuck's happening with my parcel? And now tomorrow I need to reach out to them and say, oi, I tried to make a shipment. It did not calculate any duties going to the US. What the fuck? It's meant to calculate duties. As far as I know, that's all meant to be implemented, because I'm going to add a shipping option including duties. So I think I might just duplicate the Anchor Point product and say, Anchor Point for Americans, shipping includes duties, and then limit the number of pallets they can buy. So I can gauge what that duty is going to be, and we pay it on our side. So it just arrives. Duty's prepaid. But obviously the shipping on that's going to be rough. Because I know Sanders was saying they bought a Freddy and then got a lovely bill from FedEx.
Yeah.
For import duties. I'm like, that is how it works.
Yeah, well, I have opinions on that, but we'll leave them.
We'll save that for the after show. Speaking of the after show, we have an after show for our Patreons. But now Kurt's going to tell you about what the Patreon does, because my wife didn't do the thing I asked.
What?
Speak words, Kurt.
What do I
tell
have to
people
tell
where they
about
can go on Patreon and where they can find information, while I quickly look up our new Patreons that weren't added to the list.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, you can find us. We have a lovely website, thelone-machinists.com. And that links to a bunch of everything. If you don't want to remember all this stuff, you can find us on Patreon. We probably have a link in this podcast that links to that somewhere, I would imagine. So
more than likely.
I don't run the levers and cranks. I'm just the pretty face that gets to talk with Jamie on the other end. And and then people, lovely people that Jamie's trying to search out, give us money each month to yell at each other. And honestly, it helps pay the bills. We very much appreciate it. I love talking to Jamie. It's fun just talking with somebody else and just like commiserating and sharing our misery, because we kind of both live in solitary worlds. So I really appreciate other people listening and deeming that this rambling is actually worth some of your hard-earned shekels. I appreciate the hell out of all of you. Even if you're just listening for no money, that's cool too. I don't care. But the people that give us money, I like you more.
Class for days, Kurt.
And those people include...
Yes, those people include Jade from Benchmark 20, Luke from Fabtastic, AJ from Subtract Manufacturing, and EJ from Nocturnal Welding at our top tier, as well as our new Patreons, Christian Olsen and James N. Thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon and adding to the fund for me to go kidnap Kurt next year in September.
Well, No, because if you kidnap me and then they take me across and they'll kidnap me again and then they'll, yeah, no.
We're going to come fetch him and drag him to IMTS. But yeah, thank you very much to the patrons. That is where the money is heading, is to get us to IMTS. Even if Curt doesn't want to come, I'll go fetch him. It's fine. We will convince him. We will wear him down. But yeah, I am planning on going to IMTS for 2026 because it was a jaw in 2024. So I actually am looking forward to going there and just looking at all the fancy shit again.
I would, you know what? Seriously, I would so much love to go and just like visit with the people and see the things. It's just the whole political environment keeps me from wanting to do that, and it's 100% going to keep me from wanting to do that. But it's not because of the people; it's because of the way that
no, hopefully something there will change soon.
Absolutely,
then, we can always be hopeful because my wife's adamant we are going. I am unless things change. Yeah, but anyway, that's a topic for another day. Hopefully there will be change. Good change, not bad change. But yeah, thank you to the patrons. And also thank you to Taps and Patience. They shouted us out. They recommended us to their Patreons this week. Thank you to AJ, who I believe listens and watches on Zencaster like a creepy person. Thank you to you guys for the shout out and the recommendation to your audience. Anyone here that doesn't know what Taps and Patience is, I would recommend you go and check out AJ and Harrison's podcast. It's also quite entertaining. And Harrison might be getting more machines again. So it's always entertaining. I say,
and in the off chance that Harrison listens to this, I know AJ told him to go listen to Project Hail Mary. Go listen to Project Hail Mary. You'll like it. It's a good book. Put it ahead of all the other books.
Yeah, I just finished it for the second time in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. Yeah. Even the second time, it was great. I'm actually looking forward to the movie even. Like,
me too.
So I was at the last flashback last night when I went to bed, and I didn't want to listen to it when I went to bed because Danica's then I didn't want to spoil the why he's on the Hail Mary part. I was like, I don't know if they're going to spoil it, so let me not listen to this now. I'll listen to it in the morning because that I think is going to be an amazing surprise for the movie if you haven't read the book.
Absolutely. There's a few twists and turns that are really good. Yeah.
Dude, it's so good. I'm so excited for that movie. Like I said, I've listened to the book twice in the last 2 weeks and enjoyed it probably more the second time.
Yeah, well, you can focus more on the technical details and stuff, and there's a lot coming at you in those books, so it's fun.
There is, like Danica was saying, it's a tough listen because it's very technical. Even Artemis was very technical. And when you realize what Artemis is, and then it's great. Like when you realize it's actually like a political thriller type thing, it was pretty good.
Totally, yeah, but done in it's good. It's good.
I've started watching Alien Earth.
Oh, cool.
It's tough to get into, but it's apparently the best Alien installment. So we will see. It's I wanted to watch episode 3 tonight, and then Danica was watching some dude judging the body language of the Twilight movies, which was hilarious because oh my word, those people can't act for shit. It was quite fun. What else have I got? Oh yes. Oh, we discussed making the Zlin parts. I'm making PTFE parts for aeroplanes again.
I like machining PTFE. That's nice.
I made the samples of this before I got the LK.
Ooh, that was a while ago.
Yeah, maths is hard. That was 20 months ago.
Yeah.
The order finally came through for 100 units. So I put the price up and then sent them an updated quote. And then proceeded to machine all the parts out of scrap material that I had left over.
Nice.
So like when I run my PTFE production, my remnant is between probably 75 and 100 mils because I'd rather have a longer remnant and a reliable process than a short remnant and an unreliable process. And they all just get thrown in a box. And now we needed to make 100 things. Danica sat and loaded, make 3 out of each remnant. And we ran 100 of them on Sunday, Saturday, one of the days of the weekend. So now I've got to do the machining. So that's what I want to do that on a tombstone on an anchor point in the 4th axis.
Nice.
because I need.
Nice.
Oh, there's a cross hole. So if I can hold the part, machine the two flats, then tilt over, I can do the cross hole, or machine the flats, fixture it by the flats, machine the other side, and then tilt over, and put the hole in it. It'll be great.
Mhm.
So it's
Nice.
going to get fourth axis. It's going to be great. Like, I love the fourth axis. No, yeah, I literally said to Danica, we're driving to fetch a brother. I'm like, I can't live without a fourth axis now, right? Like, it makes life so fucking easy. Index 90 degrees, it's 90 degrees. And you probe
Yeah.
the part and you know where it is, depending on how you've programmed it. It's friggin' great.
It's like little Jamie walking around his house with a hammer and just looking for any nail that he can hit. It's just the fourth axis hammer now. Just
there's a production job that I'm looking at. I'm waiting for quoting another batch of samples, and that needs to go on an anchor point pallet on the fourth axis. So I want to make an L thing with an anchor point that I can drop a fixture on, do my op 1, my op 2, and then tilt to the side and do my op 3 without having to refixture. Like, it's a stupid application, but hey, why not? Like,
no, totally. Yeah.
If I can index, let's index. And yeah, I haven't tied it into the controller yet, but we will get there. I actually want to order that circuit board that I designed. That's got a few extra features that I haven't implemented yet, but I figured I'd future-proof it because I want to be able to use the encoder on the controller to basically, once you've homed it, you can then use that to fine jog it to get it level. And then once you hit another button, it then goes into index mode and it's referenced to being square. Because it's not the end of the world. You've got to, unfortunately, go a full revolution to get it right. So it's 180, or it's 120, 120, 90, and then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 0.1, 0.1, 0.1 until it tracks. Because those are the increments I have.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I see.
So, and it only goes, my program only goes in one direction currently.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I kind of want to make it go back to 0, but I also want to keep going in one direction so there's no backlash to deal with.
Fair. Yeah, fair.
There is some backlash, but it's like when I do the maths on it, it is insignificant.
Right. Yeah.
The worm moves back and forth in its bearings by like 10 microns. And it's it's an 88-to-1 gearbox.
Yeah. You're probably not doing precise enough work to care about that.
I don't care about that. And with it only going in one direction, it's always moving in one fucking direction, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, and if you're making fist-sized parts, like if you're making 2-foot-long parts on it, it's going to be an issue. But
you'll see the issue. But, so currently, the anchor point that's on there has a bit of run out in it. Just from the flange I made and all the mounting stuff, there's a bit of run out. So what I did was I put one of the round pallets in, put an end mill in, and told it index 180, and made a boss that was true. Then took it off of there, put it on one of the flat anchor points, probed the boss to find my center, and then I could machine everything in knowing where the center of rotation is. And since it's got an idiot screw, it only goes in one direction.
Also smart, yeah.
Yeah.
Clever.
Some forethought went into this. Just a little. Just a little. But I need to actually sell some anchor points at this point. There's still a deal on the batch 1 anchor points on the website, by the way.
Well, buckle up, folks.
Yeah, I suggest you dive in now. I need to potentially sell some of those. I need to finish machining the rest of that batch. I've machined op 1 on the bodies. I haven't done op 2. Everything else is done. I just need to do op 2 and then anodize.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone wants anything super special in the anode job, there's also an option for that in the drop down. But also, the whole tariff thing, I think, is making it a bit uncertain at this point.
Yeah. No, it's huge market, so I get it.
Yeah, it's by far the biggest market, and it's now been ruined by Cheeto. But what's interesting is it doesn't come up with a tariff yet, which is annoying. I got an email saying that it would auto-calculate the tariffs and the import duties, and it isn't. So I don't know what exactly is going on.
I'm curious to see how that plays out, because even like FedEx, like I've a ton of times when I get stuff coming in here, there's duty and stuff on it and whatever. Yeah. And I'll prepay it just so I like there's no barriers to like dropping it off. Like they'll just leave it and they'll go away. And like more often than not, they'll drop it off and be like, "Oh, you owe me money." I'm like, "Nope, it's all prepaid." And they're like, "Oh, I haven't checked." I'm like, "I know." Yeah. And then they check. They're like, "Yeah, you're good." I'm like, I know. Like, so
So
I'm like, I'm
mine,
wondering if you prepay the tariffs, if they're going to be like, and still
no,
charge the customer.
no, it gets on the label prepaid. I've had
Okay.
parcels come in from China where it's been prepaid,
Okay. Okay.
and it literally says prepaid on the package. Otherwise, FedEx normally I get an email when it is in Dubai if I'm bringing stuff in uh, to pay the tariffs and or the import duties, and then I'll pay that or I won't, and the guy I'll pitch up here and be like, hey, here's the card machine, pay. If like I've paid that morning, then he's like, can I get a proof of payment? Then I'll just quickly print him a proof of payment, just so that
Yeah, exactly.
so he doesn't get in trouble for not having me pay for it. But yeah,
Totally.
I made friends with my FedEx driver.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna say I
pitched
did the
up.
same thing.
He pitched up here the other day. He's like, my car's making a funny noise, so I look under, the fucking brake caliper's loose. So I'm like, what the hell? So we pull his wheel off. The bolt, there were no threads in the hole.
You don't need those. You don't need those.
In the caliper mount. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I went and found a right size bolt and it just goes in. I'm like, what the fuck? So I grabbed I tapped it a bigger size and put a bigger bolt in for him. And I'm like,
nice.
how the fuck did this get like assembled? This is from a Toyota. Like you would expect better than this. But yeah, it was. But yeah, I'm friends with all the courier drivers. Makes life so much easier.
I know. It's a wise decision to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, even my local courier guy, their slogan is the best. What do you think their slogan is?
I don't know. You guys have some banger slogans.
Dude, we want to handle your package.
Of course, yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
But yeah, he was having connectivity issues the other day. So I'm like, no, just hop onto my Wi-Fi. So I logged him into my Wi-Fi. Now he parks outside my house in the afternoon. So if I've got collections, he's waiting for me.
Oh, cool.
I'm like, fucking hey. I mean, for the gig of data he's going to use a month, it's fine. Like I've got
totally.
one fiber, it doesn't make a difference. Rather have him close by if I need to urgently send something out in the afternoon.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's great. Like he'll drop something here in the morning. I'm like, I'll see you in the afternoon. And then true as nuts, like, because obviously now I know when my parcels are moving around. If I've ordered stuff, and then he'll be there. Like, how did you know? I'm like, yeah, I ordered it this morning. Got shipped same day express. Like, I don't fuck around.
Nice.
Oh, we're doing another batch of drone landing gears. I was in the workshop, and a truck pulls into a bucky pulls into my driveway. I'm like, fuck, I'm not expecting anybody. So I go out there and I was like, oh no, yeah, I've got this for you. Donnie asked me to bring this to you. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, no, you'll get hold of you. I'm like, sweeto. They ground out one of the legs to clear a wire. So now they want a revised version that has clearance because they got a new version of their drone in, and they now need a different version of the leg. I'm like, no stress. They've got 40 units, so it's 160 landing legs.
Sick. That's awesome.
It's going to be like a whole 3 days of production. Unreasonable, I tell you. Yeah, I rip the ring on those. I like it. Like there's a lot. There's more.
Awesome.
There's more and more jobs now where I make fucking good money on them compared to other things. And that's
good.
The kind
that's
of
a good
job shop work I want. Yeah, no. That is the work I'm pursuing now. Like fuck it. I'm not interested in doing shit for bottom dollar. The stuff that's running in Bertha now, those parts are like just over $1 a part. It goes in the lathe for a minute, and then it goes in the mill for rigid tapping. It's like, I'm not losing money. I'm running at a better rate than I normally run at, but still it's annoying.
For sure. Yeah.
But it is going to make it a lot easier to say no to stupid things.
Yeah.
Currently, all the little stupid things are paying the bills because the diesel sensor guys, we have finally fixed their fucking problems. Had to buy like 4 drills last week because turns out their spring is not the size it's supposed to be. They're putting a mountain of solder on the things and spilling over. So the things I make that are 3.7 diameter are not 3.7 diameter anymore. So they don't go down the 3.8 diameter hole. So we've now opened that up to 4 millimeters and made it longer and deeper and a whole pile of crap. And I think we finally have a version that will work. And then I get to rework 1,000 tubes. Which is money. I'm charging them for it, so I don't really care. But yeah, got to make all the inserts and then put a pole up the tube, ga-dunk, and knock the PTFE out the end, and then press a new one in on 1,000 parts. It's going to be a little annoying, but hopefully that will get them back into the swing of things. And then they are busy trying to get a deal in the Netherlands for 6,000 vehicles. for a fleet of 6,000 trucks. That's between 6 and 12,000 diesel sensors.
Wow. Oh,
If they order that in one go,
nice.
Danica stands at Bertha for 120 days straight, 8-hour days.
I mean,
I then also buy a new lathe after that, just from the profits.
sure.
But
Yeah.
like, it's a
maybe
rough one.
Danica a nice pair of shoes or something, like soft shoes or something.
Nah. She gets to sit. She fucking puts a chair in the way, so fuck that.
Better yet.
Dude,
Nice chair. Perfect.
That chick and the fucking chair in my workshop. My workshop is not big enough for a chair in front of a machine. But if she's running a machine, she wants the chair. And then she refuses to fucking fold it up when she goes out. So then I can't get out the fucking workshop because there's a fucking chair in the way.
Hey, unions. You got to be careful of them. Yeah, she's going to unionize. She's going to take you to the cleaners.
She can try. She knows I won't divorce her because I have to go to Home Affairs and stand in a line. She knows she's safe. Not a fuck will I do that shit.
Hey, she's a saint. There's not a lot of people that would put up with you. I'd count your stars.
Not a lot of people who put up with her either. But yeah, she's a delight. No, she was cutting stuff on the bandsaw today. Like, if I ask for help, she comes and gives me help. Just she gets distracted. It's a bit annoying. I needed her to do drone registration stickers today. So I emailed her the registration number. I'm like, I need these because the guy wanted to pick up today. And then she got distracted. She fell into TikTok, I assume. And this evening, I'm like, hey, where are my stickers? Oh, I'll do them in the morning. I'm like, lady, you're testing my fucking patience. I literally had to fix my laser to make this fucking drone tag. And it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please make my fucking stickers? Because we do all the drone. So they passed the law that your drone has to have registration stickers if you're commercially operating and a fireproof name tag. So we used to do the fireproof name tags on the CO2 laser with anti-scuff spray, molybdenum disulfate spray.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bought a fiber laser. And now it takes like 6 seconds to do one. It's fucking great. Nice. Like I think I did like 40 of them for a company a while ago. They send me a list. Now that I know how to do the variable thing, I'm going to do that in the future. But I literally just type in the number, hit go, while it's engraving, in Lightburn, type in the new number. As soon as it's done, load a new one, go, and it fucking runs.
Nice. Nice.
I'll do the variable trick when there's lots of things to do in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. Yes, so your thing arrived.
Dude, you need one. You need to go buy one. We're talking about the I got a little Retroid Pocket 5. Actually, on my Instagram right now, there's if you listen to this, it'll probably still be there. I took a picture of it. I'm playing Borderlands 2 on it. Like, you can play like a ton of Switch games, a ton of anything lower than that, basically. So all the old consoles, PS2, some PS3, bunch of Steam games. Like, yeah, I have it loaded up.
What OS is it running?
Android.
Okay, and then Steam on top of Android?
Well, you can run, there's WinLater, which means you can run Windows on Android, and then there's a ton of emulators for every single console that you can think of. Some of them you got to be a little sneaky on because like Nintendo is really tight on how they crack down on every emulator because they're obviously trying to protect their IP. But like you build a mouse, mice are going to get smarter. Like, you try to trap people from creating software. Like, you're never going to win, unfortunately.
No, you're never going to win.
But yeah, you can get some crazy stuff on it. So yeah, I was quite impressed. Like I said, I would have been kind of jazzed just playing 64 games, but now I'm just playing like super like AAA kind of style games, and I forgot how fun it is just to sit down. Like, it's nice because like I leave it on my little like right by my living room, or whatever. When my little people are asleep, my wife's gone to sleep, like, and I don't want to doom scroll. I just whip it out. I can play like 10 15 minutes of Borderlands, half an hour, hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not sleep.
I'm glad you didn't say you just whip it out and play. You whip it out in Borderlands. No, well, that's the thing. Like, I end up just fucking doom scrolling, and it's a problem.
Yeah, so it's not good for like. The same thing. I'll doom scroll Reddit, which is fun. And there's things I'm interested in on Reddit. And then I just like doom scroll about things I'm not interested in. And then just like, I'm like, why am I reading about all this heinous stuff? So I'm like, you know what?
Well,
Let's put a stupid video game on and enjoy.
Even if I'm listening to an audiobook, like if I'm not working, like I'm listening before I go to bed or whatever, then I end up doom scrolling because
totally.
I want to be busy. So I think I might need to get myself one of those because they sound really fucking cool.
And there's inexpensive ones. Like, there's super cheap ones you can get that'll still do like 64 and PS2 games and stuff like that. I just bought this because I wanted I just wanted something a little fancier.
I want to be able to play my Steam library. That's what I want to be able to do. Because I've
I don't
got
know
a
if it'll
shitload
play.
of games. No, it doesn't have to
I
play
don't know
all
if
of
this
them.
will. Yeah, it'll play most, but and the same thing. Every month that progresses, all the emulators get better, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
I say most of my games I play are pretty old, so they're not really taxing the system. Like it can play Crisis, just to let everybody know. Like that used to be the thing in the past. Can it
that
play
was the
Crisis?
thing. Speaking
It
of
can play
playing Crisis, did you ever watch Scrapyard Wars from Linus Tech Tips?
No, I didn't know.
Oh,
No.
dude! Okay, you've got 10 seasons to go watch. Basically, they build a PC on a budget, but it's two different.
Okay.
It's Luke and Linus competing and trying to find deals online and whatnot. And they're busy releasing their latest one where they don't. It's not just build a PC. It's this is the room. Make it a good gaming and movie watching experience. And how the two
Cool.
different teams are tackling this differently, but it's everything: decor, paint, alles for like 2000 CAD. So yeah, it's
Cool.
quite interesting to see the different, like the one team bought a projector, other team's buying a big TV. One team's going with Shadow, which is a game streaming service, instead of building a powerful PC. And yeah, the other team PS5. And yeah, very, very interesting to see the different ways to achieve the same thing. But yeah, very, very entertaining. Like solid recommend on all of those series.
I wrote it down. That's something I would check out. That's the other thing you can do with like some of these more inexpensive like handheld gaming things. Like there's game streaming services, and you can just stream like crazy advanced games.
Yeah,
and just like
you can stream AAA titles to literally
100%. Yeah,
the one team's using one of those little Lenovo tiny PCs, and it's a video stream. Like it's a little bit of latency, but if you're not playing competitively, who cares?
Totally. Yeah.
Like
totally
your brain will adjust to the latency in no time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I was playing Gears of War 2, and then when I got sucked into the worm, got eaten by the worm, I stopped playing there after dying twice. I've played through the game, but there's nowhere comfortable for me to sit in my lounge and play because my couches are too far from the TV because my TV's a mini TV. And chairs are apparently expensive. My wife won't let me buy a chair.
Take the one out of the workshop.
Good plan. Yeah, like I like having the Xbox, but it requires me to move a couch, and that's just too much effort. I do like the idea of the handheld story, being able to play kind of fun in bed or whatever. Like, take up that doom scrolling time because doom scrolling is a problem.
Totally, yeah. And it's just something nice just to kind of turn the brain off and just kind of stay away from, just try not to burn out on machining, or else I will. I'll just suck in. Like I'll just do it. I like it so much. I just like it. We both like it. We all like it in this stupid hobby. We just
this last week I've been feeling a tad burnt out, but I had stuff to do and month ends so I can't stop. I need to get all the stuff that needs to be out. But it's like it does get a bit much after a while of all machine all the time. Now, I've actually enjoyed escaping into books for that reason lately.
Absolutely.
Is it fills up the little bit of extra space that's available. Like it's something to be going on in your mind that isn't machining.
Yeah, exactly. It's entertaining. Yeah, it helps you. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I found a giant pot, Curt.
It's hefty. It looks like a piece of stripped wire.
It's a piece of copper. It's a 3.7 by 3 with a 0.75 hole through the middle. I have made thousands of those.
Oh, well, that's probably why you found one.
Yeah, this was actually one of the prototype pots. It's on my upstairs desk. I've made thousands of them out of brass. They're great. Load a bar, come back in an hour and a half, and there's 90 parts in the chip bin or in the parts catcher. It's fucking great. Not the actually one of the higher margin parts because it's just hit go and walk away.
Yeah.
Anyway,
cool.
What is in your Google box?
My Google box is
how to run an emulator.
There is. I had to close some of them because I was like, I can't talk about this on the podcast because it was just embarrassing, the sheer amount of tabs I had open for like various forms of emulators. And
if you want, I will get cracking.
You get cracking because literally all of mine is around.
I am one day away from equaling my streak on Wordle. I'm on 71. I have the wiring diagram for a closed loop stepper open because I was wiring up a fourth axis last week. Apparently, I have been searching at CNC support for their Lang style systems, but they're expensive and I don't want to give them that much money. Also been looking for a 3-jaw chuck to go on there from our local Dark Harbor Freight guys. Also looking at T-slot T-nuts and nut replacements for my clamping set so I could get T-nuts cheaply. They said they had stock. They only had one in stock. I needed two, but anyway, is what it is. I won't hold it against them. Looking up 632 threads because I have a part that has 832 threads in it. So I had to go buy an 832 tap to be able to gauge the threads because I have a thread mill. I just don't have anywhere to gauge it. Looking at fifth axis, looking at CNC supports, Lang style bases again. I was looking at a Quest 2 because they've come down in price quite a bit. And might get one of those to play Beat Saber. Like, that's all I wanted for, is to play Beat Saber, because Beat Saber is fucking awesome. I played on my mate's one. Looking up CNC support so I could get their phone number so I could phone and check if they had a collet for me this morning. And that is about it. So they must stay open. What are my inactive tabs? Oh, nice. I've got 3 anchor point tabs open as my inactive tabs.
Cool.
Because every time I run Instagram ads, I go and look for a link for the anchor point.
Nice. Okay. Well, I actually have some fun things I looked up on. Just opening up my Reddit here because everyone loves new post pictures of my stuff. So on Reddit, I found a few. There's like I'm following like an arcade channel where like people build their own custom arcade machines because I have all the parts to build an arcade machine as well. I've had them for years. Yeah, my wife bought it for me for my birthday. No kidding, right? Like totally way out of left field. I want to build a whole arcade in our basement. I have so many memories when I was little of like the arcade and like fun memories there. So I want to build a whole. And my wife's like, "Yeah, do it. Like, go nuts." So I have a whole area for it. So I have been following that. EDC pouches because I like everyday carry kind of people that carry like pouches of tools. So I always have something going on. It's always in flux. I'm always changing tools in there. So I have a bunch of tabs open on that kind of jazz. And and then like I said, just nerd content around these stupid emulators. Actually, if you want an inexpensive source, these emulators all basically run the Snapdragon like chipsets. You can buy like maybe a last generation Samsung phone online or like various Android phone online with like a good Snapdragon processor and some like a couple controls, and you can probably be in it for half the amount of money that like one of these Retroid units costs.
Yeah, but yours looks cool.
It looks cool, and it's got like back.
Can you put a link in the documents after the podcast?
For what?
For the Retroid, for anyone who's interested.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I'll throw links up for all that jazz, of course. Yeah.
There we go. Cool.
And that's it. Oh, and also if Dylan perchance listens to this from the lovely podcast that we all listen to, I know he was ranting about or talking about running Home Assistant. As someone who just recently switched to Home Assistant, do it. Like, don't piss around with like other devices that won't connect. Like, just go to Home Assistant. It's so much better. I should have seen the light. Jamie told me. I didn't listen to him.
He actually shouted me out within tolerance.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So we actually need to reach out to him because he reached out to us. But we'll message him after this.
For sure.
Because that I think that'll be a fun one. Yeah, also, did you see the shirts?
I saw that. Yeah.
Yes. Got it at IMTS. Nice. I was wearing my one like that yesterday.
Yeah, thank you.
So I assume they arrived.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, my dude. Yeah,
nice.
They fit like a glove, so perfect.
Yeah, you don't look super buff in them.
Yeah, the other ones are getting a little corsety, so these ones are much more comfy.
I was actually chatting to Danica this morning. I'm wearing the world's worst pants today. But what we'll do is we'll talk about the world's worst pants in the after show. I'm a savage like that. So, where can people not find a way to buy your products, Curt?
Confoundedmachine.com. There's send me
sorting out your lottos.
Oh, dude, it's going to be months. It's going to be months before I can open it up, which is a lovely thing to have. I know it pisses some people off, but it makes a lot of people happy,
I think you need to purge the overabundance of people who aren't actually interested.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that, and then once I do a purge, and then we'll open the floodgates again. So
okay.
How about you? Where can people find your wares?
Yeah, you can find us at jspeceng.com. On there, you can find the anchor point. There are some flux in stock. I think I am going to be restocking because I just ordered 500 proper magnets. The ones that are on the V2s are not quite strong enough, so I ordered stronger ones. But yeah, you can pick up anchor points and some blank pallets and whatnot there. There's still a special running on the batch 1 anchor points. There's I want to say it's like $50 off if you buy a batch one, because I'm trying to clear the stock on those. So yeah, bit of a deal there. And we will have updated shipping price. Currently, it is shipping duties on the receiver. We're going to have an option for shipping and prepaid duties. So you basically, the shipping will be a lot more, but you don't have to worry about duties when it comes into specifically the US. The rest of the world is used to paying duties. But yeah, and you can find me at jspec_engineering on Instagram if you want to follow along there with the day-to-day shenanigans in the workshop, which I've actually been really quiet on for the last week, but yeah, I'll get back into it. Tomorrow will be lots of posts because I want to be promoting podcast.
Nice.
But yeah,
And your new
so
walking sticks. Yeah.
what are you what are you up to today, Curt?
Today, I think I'm going to finish running tips on the lathe and a couple extra parts, and all the machine parts are done, and then I can just do all the eye bleeding work of finishing. So
yes, we skipped a topic.
it's boring. Don't worry about it. Let's just
Yeah,
it's just
it is.
no. It's gonna be the same topic next week because it's gonna take me a week to do it. So don't worry about it.
Fair enough. Okay, we will cover that super secret topic next week. I'm gonna go have a nap and then. Shit, I just dropped something into my keyboard. And then tomorrow I'm going to finish running those 300 little insertimatrons that I'm busy machining, and then probably move on to running something else that I can get out this week and get paid for this week. So I've got a couple jobs that need to go out like ASAP. So I'll get those all buttoned up for the week, and then by the end of the week, Tufnell should be arriving, and I can make my machine stink again.
Sick.
It's going to be fun. Yes, it makes me sick. I need to build the little gantry, the little lifty matron for my fourth axis as well. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going on. I wanted to get one of the worm wheel winches, but they're bloody expensive. And if I use the normal crank winches, that's got the little lever, and then to be safe, I'm just going to put a strap around the handle and strap it to a pipe on the machine so it can't spin.
Right, yeah.
Like just as an extra bit of safety, just that it's not relying on that little ratchet thing. Because, I've been hit by one of those handles before. It is not pleasant.
Yeah.
We used to load the boat with that. It was horrible back when I was about. But anyway, thank you, everybody, for listening to the podcast. If you were listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can see our ugly mugs on Zencaster if your name's AJ, or YouTube. And now on YouTube, if you search the Lone Machinist, that should come up. We hadn't put that in the title, so that from going forward is in the title of the video to make it a little easier to find. But yeah, thank you everybody for listening, and we shall see you next week.
Take care all.